And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Warrior All Access, where today Wayne State will bring in Purdue Northwest for a game at Gary Bryce Field here in Detroit. Chad Bush alongside Jeff Weiss. Glad to be with you on a 43-degree day. Not quite last week, Jeff, but a new day for Wayne State, who comes off a win back last week.
Yeah, last Saturday they split a home doubleheader with Wisconsin Parkside. Kind of an unusual one. They lost the first game and came back and mercied them the second game, which seems to kind of be their MO sometimes. Rough one game and play well the second game.
Well, we'll see if Nicole Tynes in her second year and her Warriors can't get something going here. We'll meet the defense in a moment for the Warriors, but we do know this. On the hill is Sasha Buckberger, who is in the circle and will set her defense momentarily. The leadoff hitter is Aubrey Schroyer. And Schroyer looks at a couple balls to start this game.
Yeah, Buckberger is a freshman Canadian pitcher. Ironically, her sister was a college softball player at Gannon and now is playing hockey at Lawrence Tech. So,
well, at least we converted her sister. There's a ground ball to short. Well handled throw to first, one up and one down. That's a fine play by Leah Rubel at shortstop. Slick fielding, sophomore.
First baseman number 8, Ashley Bravo.
So here comes Ashley Bravo, the first baseman wearing number 8, the senior, the number 2 hitter in the lineup for Tristan Zink, the head coach for Purdue Northwest. They're the Pride. Swinging a foul tip into the glove. Becky Hodder doing the catching today.
Yeah, Becky's been a mainstay behind the plate this year. She's caught all but 2 innings out of 34 games.
Iron woman. Impressive. Not easy in these days especially. There's an off-speed pitch that floats beautifully.
And she's also leading the team in batting average and bats second in the lineup. So, like you said, an iron woman offensively and defensively.
Does she sell pizza and popcorn at in between games?
She probably would if Coach would let her.
I believe it. 1 and 2 now. This is the hitter, the number 2 hitter for Purdue Northwest, Ashley Bravo, right-handed hitting first baseman. Just underway in a blistering cold spring afternoon in Detroit. Glad you're with us on Warrior All Access.
Reminds me of like a Winnie the Pooh blustery, windy day, you know?
It is. I could use a Winnie the Pooh blanket about now, if anybody's listening. There's blankets all around beautiful Gary L. Bryce Field. There's a swing and a drive down the line and foul. Giving chase was the left fielder. Good hustle out of Jesse O'Donnell.
It'll be interesting to see if, well, now the flags keep swirling as they do like at Tom Adams Field. Earlier during pre-games, it was blowing right to left. I was thinking anybody that was going to hit it down the left field line was going to probably end up in lot 50.
Yeah, I think Pat the Stat said it was right to left, and then he changed his mind, said it was blowing in. And so, to your point, strike 3 called. On the outside corner, I don't know what that was, but it was filthy. And it's strike 3, and there's 2 outs.
Jessica DeBoer.
Here's another look at it. Jeff can probably tell you what that pitch is.
Looks like maybe a fastball on the outside corner.
Yeah, with some movement.
She does have a pretty good drop ball, but that one stayed up to be a drop ball.
Well, that was something. So looking for a 1-2-3 inning are the Warriors. There's a foul straight back. This is the number 3 hitter, Jessica DeBoer. She's the left fielder, and she's facing Sasha Buckberger, the freshman right-hander.
Sasha's kind of a unique kid. She went to 3 different high schools in 4 years across Canada as her mom was traveling for work.
Is that right?
She went British Columbia to Manitoba to Ontario. Wow. So it's not just all like Windsor to Bell River to Chatham, you know?
That's all over. That's impressive. Which part does she claim the most?
I think Oakville, since that's where she finished up high school.
Okay. Oakville used to have a nice seeding plant from Lear Corporation back in the day. I digress. Quickly ahead with a 1-ball, 2-strike count, 2 outs, nobody on, just underway, no score. And we are losing softballs by the second. Can somebody please return those things? There's none left.
We haven't had to ask Brad to go up and get any off the roof of the hitting cages yet, so that's a good thing.
Brad the Boss Ross will do a lot of duties. Getting on top of cages is one of them. Warriors looking for a 1-2-3 inning. There's the mascot. Is that W?
That is W. He might be the warmest one of all of us today.
Swing and a miss. Foul tip, though, out of the glove of the catcher, Hodder. Too hot to hold.
Probably was the drop ball there that it was just, too low to be able to get underneath of it and hold on to it.
Understandable. Off speed, outside corner, worth a gander.
This is a big hitter for Buckberger. On Saturday, she struggled. Parkside went 6 for 13 against her with 2 outs. So she had, got the first 2 outs, but seemed to struggle to get the third out.
Fly ball, this should be the third out. Shortstop circles. This is gathered and caught. Leah Rubel records the third out. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom half of the first. We'll introduce the Warriors batting lineup right after this.
For Purdue Northwest on top of the first. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Coming up for the Warriors, it'll be Miller.
Warriors. They're the heart of Detroit and the heart of the community. For 150 years, we've been here. Wayne State University helps power Detroit, and Detroit keeps driving us forward. Because if you want to be a part of the fabric of this city, don't just come on strong. Come on, Warrior strong.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Welcome back to Wayne State University. This is Gary L. Bryce Field. My name is Chad Bush. Jeff Weiss, good enough to join us. Jeff, walk us through the Wayne State Warrior lineup, if you would, sir, in a moment.
Leading off for Wayne State, the third baseman, number 8, Shelby Miller.
Jeff doing double duties. So, Jeff, tell
We're
us
having
about
fun
this.
up here, right?
Yeah, we are. Batting lineup for Wayne State, sir.
So you got junior Shelby Miller leading off and playing third base. Shelby, it's her 4th different position she started at this year. We talk about a true utility player, short, third, second, and right field this year. Becky Hodder, who we mentioned quite a bit in the top of the first, is batting second. The catcher hitting third is Leah Rubel, who had a busy first inning with a putout and a fielding assist. Batting cleanup is the designated player, Alexis Bonk, and we can talk more about the softball, baseball, DP versus DH. Shenanigans that you can pull off there. Batting fifth is Maddie Rosinski in center, Riley Josephson in right, Jesse O'Donnell in left, Maddie Houle at second, and Brianna Pilato at first.
Awesome. All right, here she is, the leadoff hitter for Wayne State. Shelby Miller, batting left, she throws right. She's a junior third baseman. And she's versatile, as you mentioned.
Yeah,
Jeff.
and and she's a great leadoff hitter from the fact that she likes to see a lot of pitches and lets the kids behind her, get an idea what the pitcher is going on. Not the most speedy person that you normally would see at the top of the lineup, but because of her patience in the box, they like her at the top spot.
16 walks on the year. Ground ball sharply fouled down the first base line. Nicole Tynes in her second season. Hannah McClowney, an assistant. And Tara Winton is the trainer. And you don't want to forget about our sports information director, PA announcer, and color commentator, Jeff Weiss, in his 21st season to my left. 21 years for you.
Though we say 2 decades, it sounds better lower the number,
Oh, I'm learning. There's a pop fly, should be caught. Shortstop is under it. And Josie Galt makes the catch for out number 1.
Catcher, Becky Hodder.
Here comes Hodder, and not many people are hotter than her right now, pardon the pun. The catcher batting .408. to lead this team. 23 runs driven in 15 doubles, and she's gone deep 3 times. She is just simply the best hitter on this team. Is there any argument?
Absolutely not right now. She's been this way the whole season, consistent. She also leads the team in stolen bases.
Wow.
Which you don't normally see from a catcher.
Unbelievable. And this is a senior, another left-handed hitter for Nicole Tynes to start things off. Madison Roop is the pitcher. And Roop on the year is 5-4 with a 1.47 ERA. It's impressive. 42 strikeouts on the year. You look at that ERA and you think, well, why is the win total not better? The Pride are 25-17 on the year, 8-6 in the GLIAC. Wayne State 13-21, 3-11 in the GLIAC. The program is building under Nicole Tynes, and this is a step forward from a year ago. And Jeff, they're looking to continue to progress, and there's no reason why they won't under her leadership.
It was funny. I was talking to the trainer, Tara, that you mentioned. And I was like, you know, she needs to write a book, like the kids' book, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. As much as she's been busy this year, we've had a kid with a concussion missed a few weeks, a broken nose, a shoulder, a hip, a knee, a foot, a hip, a heel. Girl got spiked at first.
Yikes. Inside corner, strike called, well placed. Two-seam fastball in the inside corner out of the hot hand of Madison Roop, the righty and the junior. 3-1. Wayne State has forced the Pride to throw some pitches in the first. On the black, that's a strike called, and another well placed. They went inside, Jeff, went back outside. What do you look for here if you're hotter?
Probably something inside, because she likes to crowd the plate a little bit. So, but she's not afraid to go to left field with that outside pitch either.
Ground ball to short, busy again, and an error. A bobble and a mishandle at short from Josie Galt. So,
open the door a little bit, see if they can take advantage of the air.
That's right. You mentioned
Shortstop,
the speed
Leah Rubel.
of Hodder, and it's a good point. How about 6 stolen bases on the year? This could be a spot where Hodder could get in motion. We'll see what Coach Tynes and staff comes up with here.
Yeah, a little hit and run action maybe.
Some things you can do with speed. That one is low.
Try to put pressure on the defense any way you can.
Why not? By the way, your home plate umpire is Victor Senna, and your field umpire is James Fitrakis. I know you were chatting them up down there. You must know these guys. Ground ball through the hole. That's a base hit. Sharp hit by Leah Rubel. And it's runners on first and second with 1 out, and the Warriors are clicking up their heels in the home half
player,
of first.
Alexis Bonk.
Yeah, I mean, didn't really get a chance to put Hodder in motion there. I mean, Rubel just kind of ripped that one through the left side.
That was a shot, as you see there. So here comes Alexis Bonk, who's driven in 17 on the year. She's in a run-scoring spot here. That's a fastball belt high in the outside corner, strike 1.
If Roop's going to keep throwing them on the outside corner, you got to be willing to go the opposite direction. You know, poke one through the right side, or you know, dink and dunk one over the second baseman's head.
For sure. Off speed, it's a changeup over for a strike. That's out of the hand of Madison Roop for the Pride. Alexis Bonk, the batter. Runner on second is Hodder. Runner on first is Rubel. Attacking that outside, and Bonk is willing to go out there with 2 strikes to protect the plate. Quite the contingency up on that second deck.
Yeah, Zach Belsky, our graphics coordinator, and his team of student assistants are up there trying to keep Brad company up there.
Swinging a fly ball. It's just a pop-up on the infield. It's corralled and caught by the second baseman for the Pride. That is Maya Stuckey. So there's 2 outs now, and that'll
Center
bring up
fielder,
Maddie
number
Rosinski.
19, Maddie Rosinski.
Rosinski on the year, a .286 hitter. She has driven in 22. She's second on the team in RBI, so this is her spot here, Jeff.
Not that it is this type of situation, but she has both of the walk-off hits for Wayne State this year.
How about it? So a clutch hitter is what I'm hearing. And Roop not wanting to flirt with her yet. That's well outside the zone. This is a hitter that looks to be a gap-to-gap type hitter by the numbers.
Definitely. I think she's only got 1 home run on the season.
7 doubles. Swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. 1-1 the count, 2 outs, 2 runners on.
Big situation here. You don't want to squander scoring opportunities early in the game.
No doubt. Just a sub 1.50 ERA. Not somebody you're going to have 2 runners on all day with. This is 1 game. We'll have game 2 following this. We got a timeout and a shoe tying at second base by Becky Hodder. James Fatregas says, hurry up, it's cold out here.
Trust me, they were telling me that before the game.
Here's the pitch. Swinging another softball that's put onto Jeff Weiss's windshield. Glad to be here on Warrior All Access. A windy, cold, 43-degree day in Detroit. But the Warriors trying to warm things up in the bottom of the first in a scoreless game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3. Strikeout by Roop. The Warriors threaten but do not score. We go to the top of the second. No score for Bryce Field.
For the Warriors in the bottom of the first, no runs, 1 hit.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
No score, top of the second. Chad Bush and Jeff Weiss with you on Warrior All Access. Jeff, tell us who we can see out in the field for the Warriors today.
All right, starting in the outfield, going left to right, we have Jesse O'Donnell, Maddie Rosinski, and Riley Josephson. Around the infield from third to first, we got Shelby Miller, Leah Rubel, Maddie Houle, and Brianna Pilato. Becky Hodder, who we've mentioned a number of times behind the plate, and Sasha Buckberger on the mound.
Awesome, thank you. Who is sort of the strength of this defense? If someone's to attack or want to go away from Wayne State, who would they not want to try to attack defensively?
Probably the center fielder, Maddie Rosinski. She played left field last year, started almost every game as a true freshman, and has started every game this year in center field and just goes and gets the ball.
Yeah. It's a good spot for one of your best defenders. This is the batter, Selena Mishko. She's a designated player, not a designated hitter. That's for baseball. Designated player's different, Jeff, and why?
Well, a couple of things. So whoever you put in the 10th spot, the pitcher spot, is actually called a flex player. So if Selena would get on base, they could actually have the flex player run for her. This game it's Madison Roop, the pitcher. Next game you might see for Wayne State, Alexis Bonk, who's the DP this game, will be listed as the DP in the scorecard, but may be the starting pitcher. That way, if she runs into trouble on the mound, she can still stay in and bat, and then the flex player comes in to pitch. So a lot of flexibility for the coaches that way to try to work with.
I'm going to ask you that again probably and for an explanation. But
Oh,
I think
I thought you wanted me to write up a test for you.
Oh no, it's I'm trying to grasp it, but I think I get it. There's flexibility, and it makes the game fun. 3-2 full count. This is Sasha Buckberger. 5 wins on the year, 54 strikeouts. She's had a fine freshman campaign and only going to get better. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Buckberger.
Yeah, that's 2 today. 1 swinging and 1 looking.
So
Third
quickly,
baseman,
1
number
out.
23,
That will bring
Madison
up
Schultz.
the third baseman for the Purdue Northwest Pride, Madison Schultz, the freshman. So freshman on freshman here. Wind continues to blow. And Buckberger continues to get ahead of Pride hitters.
That's something she needs to do on a more consistent basis to be successful in this league. Wayne State was 10-10 coming out of Florida, but has struggled in GLIAC play. I mean, this is obviously one of the toughest conferences in the country.
No doubt about that. It's a conference that Wayne State has won 18 times. They've been to the World Series 3 times, last in 2014. It's a program that's been built on success. Gary Bryce, the namesake for this field, a big part of that success. And he was here for over 40 years. Nicole Tynes played for Gary Bryce.
Was it a graduate assistant, a student assistant coach, a assistant coach, pitching coach, you name it.
16 years as a Warrior. Pop fly, and that's going to be taken and handled by the first baseman. And the out is recorded.
Shortstop, 0-0,
By
Josie
Pilato.
Galt.
So here comes Galt to bat. Galt was busy in the first inning defensively. But back to Gary Bryce. Is Coach Bryce still come around? I know he's still close
Lives
to
in
the
the
program.
area. He's been here at least twice this year for home games. In fact, just this past week, he was listed among the 8 coaching finalists for the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame.
Oh,
ballot
he deserves
that just
it.
came out.
Good for him.
Yeah, with people like Rick Comley, who was the hockey coach
Sure.
at Northern Michigan, Lake Superior, Michigan State, and a few other coaches as well.
Very cool. I remember him fondly when I was here.
Did you have any tennis classes or volleyball or badminton classes with him?
I think I had a volleyball class with him when I was a co-ed here at Wayne State. I think I took that. That was my only A in college. I also took golf, which I almost failed, with the basketball coach, Ron Hamey. There's a fly ball left field foul territory and can't quite get to it. O'Donnell, good hustle, though.
Definitely. She's kind of learning the outfield. I think she played more infield growing up in
Yeah.
Ontario, and she redshirted here last year, so this is kind of her. Sometimes you can see just a little inexperience out there.
They really like the bat for O'Donnell. Defense coming. A bit of a bunch in the middle of the outfield right now. They're giving up the lines. But back to Nicole Tynes. I mean, she knows Gary Bryce. She knows what this foundation, this program is built on. She's been a part of it for 16 years.
Yeah, and she was a member of the 2010 team that went to the World Series.
Is that right?
In Missouri, yeah.
Okay.
We had quite a pitching duo with her and Casey Haynes.
Yeah. How about it? I mean, what a program. And very cool to see that they've built this and named it in his honor.
Yeah. And
This is
added lights
really
a few
nice.
years ago. Hopefully we won't need them tonight. But
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Good call. Yeah, night game not the wisest of choices tonight. There's a walk.
Right fielder, Darcy Barkowskis.
So Galt walks. It's a 2-out walk. And here comes Darcy Barkowskis. Barkowskis, a right fielder and a sophomore. Polar on deck. The corners are even with the bag. Everybody else in regular depth. Righty on righty. Fly ball, just a pop up.
Look at
Second
the wind
base.
bring it back in.
My
Oh.
goodness. I think that answers our win question. Out-recorded by Hool. That ends the top half of the second inning. Here come the Warriors to bat in the bottom half. No score for Bryce Field.
For the Pride in the top of the
Some let challenges define them. Warriors use challenges to redefine the world. You might not know their names, but you felt their impact. At Wayne State University, our research turns the desire to do the biggest things into a force for a better world. From a single cell to an entire planet. Anyone can wait for change, but to create it, you need to be warrior strong.
Welcome back to Bryce Field and Warrior All Access. He's Jeff Weiss. My name is Chad Bush. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Glad to be with you on this Tuesday afternoon. It's cold here. It's 43 degrees. But dang it, these kids are out here working hard, and all we can do at least is sit here in this warm, cozy booth and speak of their awesomeness this year.
Exactly. I'm glad we're not down there playing right now, especially trying to battle that wind. I mean, you saw that ball from Hool. She called off Pilato, then had to really scramble to get to it.
You bet. There's a ground ball up the middle. It's the game's first hit for the Pride, and it is off the bat of the number 9 hitter, Maya Stuckey. Excuse me. That is, I apologize.
That was Riley.
That was Riley. I apologize. Riley
left
Josephson with a
fielder,
base
number
hit.
9, Jesse O'Donnell.
It's the game's first hit for Wayne State.
Actually, we had the one in the first inning.
Second
That
hit.
Rubel, yep.
So, Josephson on, and here comes Jesse O'Donnell, the left fielder.
Oops.
Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Runner's going to advance to second on the pass ball or wild pitch. I don't get involved in those decisions.
We'll go pass ball. I think she should have had it. I don't think it was high a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, Alex, do we have a replay on that one?
Yeah, we do.
Help me on the scoring decision here.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, he called that a strike, I believe. I think he said she bunted at it. Okay.
Count is 0-1. It's one strike. He said that she offered at it, I guess, or that it was a called strike.
I think she didn't get the back in time. Uh-oh.
Swinging a fly ball left field. This one's deep, and it is long gone. Home run by Jesse O'Donnell, the left fielder, and it's 2-0 Wayne State in the bottom half of the second.
Her first career home run for Jesse O'Donnell and her third extra base hit of the season.
Jeff, it was smoked into the wind. You talked about how it was blowing in. O'Donnell says enough of that mess. I'm going right at it, right into it.
Second baseman
goes
number
into
2,
the bushes.
Maddie Hool.
2-0 Wayne State on the O'Donnell home run, her first of her career, says Jeff Weiss. Man, that was popped out of here. So, 2-0 Wayne State, a quick start.
Nothing like can't get the bunt down, so I'll just hit a home run instead.
Yeah, right?
I don't want to get coach mad at me for missing the bunt.
It really is brilliant because the pitcher's thinking she's going to square up and hit a bunt.
Right.
And she laid it in a meatball and she popped it out of here. I really thought that was strategic. Did you not?
Caught me off guard, I'll be honest with you. We talked pregame about, Wayne State being one of the top 20 bunt teams in the country.
Yes, that's right.
And everybody's thinking, okay, run her on, bunt them over.
Yeah, this one's popped up. This is Maddie Hool, and it is handled by the shortstop Galt. That is the first out of the inning. 2 runs in on the first career
First
home run for
baseman, Brianna
Jesse
Pilato.
O'Donnell. A 2-run job that came on the heels of a Riley Josephson single.
So almost 100 at-bats or plate appearances this year, and that's only her 3rd extra base hit. So
Wow.
definitely something Purdue Northwest probably wasn't looking for.
Yeah, an ambush, as they would say in the game. So here comes the number 9 hitter, Brianna Pilato. She is a senior first baseman, and she's up there with 2 runs in and 1 out.
In Saturday's second game of the doubleheader against Parkside, she had 2 doubles and 2 walks. So on base, all 4 plate appearances.
Feeling good about herself, as she should. A half-hearted swing there, and it evens the count at 1-1.
I think she was trying to wait on the change there and just couldn't hold back anymore.
Understandable. This is a fine right-handed pitcher. The junior Roop, one of the better ones in the conference. 5-4 on the year, 1.47 ERA.
I think that might go up a little bit with 2 earned runs already this inning.
I think it might. But it speaks to the impressiveness of the Wayne State attack already in this game. 3 hits in the game. You can hear the window whipping in our microphone upstairs. There's a pop-up to second base. It's been a popular pop-up spot today. Maya Stuckey records the second out of the inning. And with 2 outs and 2 runs
number
in,
8, Shelby Miller.
that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, the third baseman, Shelby Miller.
I wonder if the kids are trying to get in a little bit of that jet stream going right now, and they're getting under it a little bit. And
Yeah, maybe trying to ride that top of the wave. A tasty wind wave. So the leadoff hitter takes a ball high. This is 1 game. We'll play another one after it.
last week we were doing the baseball game, and people were talking about, you know, like the difference in the dimensions. So Gary Bryce Field is 200 down the line, 215 in the power alleys, and 220 to center field, which is definitely big enough to host like NCAA regionals.
How does that compare to Purdue's field?
Purdue's, they claim it to be 200 down the line, but I was there a couple weeks ago.
What do you think?
They must have run the measuring thing back and forth a couple times.
Indiana math?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair enough.
There were some shots that should have been caught to almost like in front of the warning track that were home runs that game. So
Interesting. We'll have to get down there with our rulers at some point. Pitches outside and low. The leadoff hitter, Shelby Miller, who's known to work counts, has done it again and worked another count.
yeah, this is going to be her 9th pitch she's seen in 2 at-bats already.
That's nice. That's a good number.
And whether she gets on or not, at least it helps the kids behind her.
Yep. The kid behind her in the on-deck circle is Becky Hodder, who already has a hit in this game, or has been on base already in this game. Outside, Hodder was on via the walk her first time up. Leah Rubel singled. In this inning, Josephson started the rally with a single,
Hodder.
and then Jesse O'Donnell is responsible for the 2-run homer to left, the first of her career.
Yeah, after not getting the bunt down on the first pitch from a Roop.
That's right. So here comes Hodder with 2 outs. Swing and a foul back. It looked like the runner Miller was off with a hit and run.
Interesting, man, they're playing the left fielder pretty close to the line, so I don't know if they're going to throw her hard stuff or throw her away. Expect her, Hodder, to try to go the opposite field.
Yeah, you're playing all kinds of things at this point. You're playing the cross breeze, you're playing the percentages. There's a lot of things to play. Swing and a miss. Quickly ahead, 0-2 on Wayne State's best hitter, Becky Hodder. 408 average, 23 runs driven in, 3 home runs. She's been on base with a walk already today.
she's got a pretty good eye too. 9 walks to 9 strikeouts. Anybody that's a 1-to-1 ratio of
Really
walks
good.
to strikeouts is doing what they need to.
No doubt.
A little bit off speed there.
Yeah, foul tipped into the glove, and the side retired, but not before damage done in Detroit. A 2-run shot off the bat of the left fielder, Jesse O'Donnell. 2-0 Warriors. Back on Warrior All Access right after this.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Top of the 3rd inning, Chad and Jeff with you from Bryce Field. Wayne State with a 2-run homer, the first of the career by Jesse O'Donnell in the last half of the inning, and 2-0. This is a nice position now for the pitcher Buckberger to settle in here.
Definitely. She's, first inning, she got 1 strikeout and a couple of balls hit to the shortstop. Second inning, she got another strikeout and a couple balls in the infield. So, and starts Paylor off with a high one that she went chasing. So she's moving the ball around, just got to, let her defense work for her.
It's the way to do it. This is Polar. Fouled back, quickly ahead 0-2. Polar is the catcher out of Mattoon, Illinois.
Not sure where that one's at.
I don't know. It sounds like somewhere between Aurora and downtown Chicago. Yeah, you know where that's at? Oh, the food's here. Oh, good.
Even better.
Even better. If we're not square, we'll take care of you at some point. Just let me know. Thank you. Hot chocolate and hot dogs. Thank you. Are we good? Thanks, guys. Okay. All right. So, 1-2 count, nobody out. The battle continues. It's Buckberger against Brianna Polar, the number 8 hitter for the Pride. And it's taken upstairs, levels the count at 2-2. 2-0 Wayne State, top of the 3rd.
Just missed lower inside on that one.
Just missed. We'll get another look at that close one.
Pretty good 2-strike pitch there.
Really good 2-strike pitch.
Ooh, maybe just below the knees.
Yep. Swing and a shot to second base that's snagged out of the air.
Maddie Houle, the freshman.
How about it? Maddie Houle with some more Maddie magic.
Second base.
And look at those hops out of Houle.
Stuckey.
Maddie Houle was on the state champion Allen Park squad last year.
Go Jags.
And we'll have 2 more Houles to announce next year as her twin sisters are coming here.
You guys are just running ragged with Houles.
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. It's a nice pipeline. I know our G-brand friends would love to know that Jaguars are here at Wayne State.
So I think Coach Tynes is really impressed by Maddie's grit and just hustle. And she was hitting almost 400 before having a little collision in the outfield and had to miss a couple weeks with concussion, but she's come back strong defensively. Still kind of working on the hitting stroke again.
Flash and leather. This is Maya Stuckey, the 9-hitter in the lineup for the Purdue Northwest Pride, who come in 25-17, 8-6 in the GLIAC. But they're up against it today in Detroit against a resurging Wayne State Warrior team. Couple of waste pitches there. Wayne State playing game number 35 today.
It's hard to believe you got the high school season. They've probably, played a half dozen, 10 games
Yeah,
so far.
Not even.
And our regular season for softball ends on April 30th.
Man, gets done early. Guys play a lot of games down south or playing games that are really cold.
They actually started the year at the Dome, and right next to O'Hare Airport, there's a 2-field dome to start your season in late February just to try to get games in.
Oh, okay. It's not a bad trip to Chicago.
No, not at all.
Just misses down low, so this is a 5-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter, Maya Stuckey. That'll flip the lineup, and here comes Aubrey Schroyer.
Center fielder, Aubrey Schroyer.
Schroyer hit a hot smash to short last time that Rubel was able to field cleanly and throw her out at first.
Swinging a ground ball to second, could be 2. Flipped to second, and it will be just 1. So out is Stuckey at second, as the out was recorded up the middle. On the flip over to the shortstop, Leah Rubel via the second baseman, Hool.
First baseman, number
And we get
8,
another look
Ashley
at that
Bravo.
right here.
At least they were able to get the lead runner. The second, Stuckey must have good speed. She was down to second quickly. Rubel didn't have any time to try to turn it. She did a good job just holding on to it. Don't try to force something.
Yep, exactly. So runner at first, 2 outs. And that will bring up Ashley Bravo.
Struck out looking the first time. Saw 6 pitches, so she was definitely trying to work Buckberger.
8 walks on the year, 340 hitter. She ranks as the 3rd best hitter in average on the team, even with a count 1-1. The Warriors will play again on Thursday against Northwood in Midland. That one's popped up down the line in foul territory. Over as O'Donnell makes the catch and retires the side. So, at the end of 2.5, Wayne State pitching a shutout at Bryce Field. We're back on Warrior All Access right after this.
As long as there are problems that need solutions, lives that require help, Warriors will keep fighting and keep healing with research, education, and compassion. Wayne State University gives Warriors the tools they need to transform lives. Because when you can deliver wellness across the community and around the world, you're more than strong. You're Warrior strong.
So here comes Rubel, followed by Bonk and Rosinski in the Wayne State 3rd. Chad and Jeff Weiss back with you, 2-0 Wayne State. Thanks for joining us on a 43-degree April afternoon and windy. He's Jeff Weiss, I'm Chad Bush.
Good eye by Rubel. You know, early in the game, you know, she wasn't taking many pitches or, you know, now she's trying to be more disciplined. Because I think they noticed that she was going up hacking.
She did. She had a single back in the first. 279 hitter before the single. She looks at a pitch over the strike zone to even the count, 1-1. So Wayne State will play on Thursday, a doubleheader from Fisher Stadium against league rival Northwood. So that one's popped up and out of play.
Actually, Northwood left last summer for the GMAC.
Oh, my bad.
So
sorry for
over
that.
the last,
I've missed some things since I've been gone.
Over the last, what, 7, 8 years?
Yeah.
Schools that we used to go to all the time, Ashland, Findlay, Tiffin, Hillsdale, Northwood, have all gone to an all-private conference.
So sad. So long, but so sad.
It's kind of interesting for Northwood if their closest rivals, Hillsdale, and everybody else is Ohio or Tennessee.
Yeah, that seems goofy. Swing and a miss. Rubel's out. That'll bring up Bonk. Saturday, they'll take on Saginaw Valley.
Player Alexis Bonk.
In Saginaw. Please don't tell me Saginaw Valley has left the GLIAC.
No, but it might get moved to Friday because of bad weather on Saturday.
Oh, Jeff, these curveballs you're throwing. We were expecting fastballs today. A lot of breaking balls in the booth. No way. Fastball up and away, 1 out. Wayne State trying to get something going. They do have a 2-0 lead, but they do know Purdue Northwest has collected 25 wins on the year. They're a respectable opponent. They are a GLIAC opponent. Quickly ahead of the count, though, is Alexis Bonk, the cleanup hitter, batting .327, has 17 runs driven in, 8 doubles on the year. Bonk, the junior.
Roop was able to drop that one in on the outside corner. Still a hitter's count at 2-1.
Bonk out of South Lyon, Michigan. Inside and low, there's a couple of schools in South Lyon. South Lyon East, which they call new, and South Lyon, which they call old. And 3-1 ahead of the count. Ground ball left side, knocked down and bobbled, and no chance. It'll be an error, I believe, on the third baseman. I won't make that call.
Yeah, we'll go
E5F
on that one.
I apologize. I'm not making
No, that's
the calls.
fine.
But we'll call it a runner on first.
Maddie Rusinski.
It is indeed the second error of the game, but it puts a runner on with 1 out. And Maddie Rusinski, the batter.
She's from, is it Armada High School? Sorry, you're talking to
You say Armada, I say Armada.
Thank you. Okay, tomato.
No, honestly, I don't know on that one. My friends up there yell at me no matter which way I say that. I think it's Armada. Does anybody else have a dispute on that? Our Michigan people? Armada. Oh, stop it, DeAndre. Now you're just being difficult. Outside, 1-1 the count. This is Wayne State's number 5 hitter, Maddie Rusinski.
She's had a fine sophomore year after playing a lot as a true freshman last year. Second on the team with 22 RBIs this season.
Very productive for Nicole Tynes. Line shot right field, just foul.
Glad assistant coach Hannah McClooney was paying attention on that one.
She got her head on a swivel.
She was quite a player. She was actually the GLIAC Player of the Year as a senior. Was playing short and moved to third because of injuries and still won Conference Player of the Year.
Really? Well, it's a lot of pedigree on that staff. That hasn't changed since Gary Bryce's days here.
Yeah, Gary and Pat Kett were quite a combination for 40 years.
Was Pat with him that long?
A couple as a player, and then the last couple as a GA, and 36 or whatever as an assistant coach.
Man. The 1-2.
Whoa.
That was close.
I mean, Gary Bryce, the all-time Division II winningest coach in NCAA softball history.
Well, he better get into that Hall of Fame for Michigan. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball right field. It'll hold up enough with the wind blowing in for Darcy Barkowskis to make the catch. And so there's 2 outs. And that'll leave things up to Riley Josephson.
Right fielder, number 4, Riley Josephson.
You'll recall Riley started the 2nd inning rally with a base hit.
Yeah, she smacked one right up the middle. What they say, hit it where it came from.
That's right. It was right up the gut. And it's no surprise she has been productive when she's been in the game. She's batting .333, second best on the team. Ground ball right side, off the glove, in foul. Ooh, was that not touched and fair? Can we see that again? Official's right on it. I can't imagine it. But this is a sharp hit ball.
Oh, well,
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's foul. Good call, Victor.
Yeah, my bad, Vic. I didn't mean to question you, sir. It is Victor Cena's call, the home plate umpire. Swing at an outside corner pitch, fouled back. And now quickly ahead is Madison with 2 Ds, Roop. You have a daughter named Madison, do you not?
I do.
Yeah.
1D, though.
1D, okay.
Unless she goes by Maddie, then it's 2 Ds.
Okay. See these, man, oh man. All these curveballs continuing up here. 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-0 Wayne State. Just missed. The Pride bench wanted that one, as you could hear.
Another left-handed batter that the left fielder is playing well towards the line. See what Josephson gets here on a 1-2 count.
Loops it down the line and foul. And tailing away from the left fielder, DeBoer. Good swipe at that one, though. Runner retrieves back to first base. The runner is bonk at first with 2 outs. Ground ball to third. Throw low but handled, and the side retired. Play by Schultz to first baseman Ashley Bravo, and that's all. But Wayne State does get a base runner, and they go to the top of the 4th, leading 2-0. This is Warrior All Access.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Top of the 4th from Bryce Field. Down the line, that is fair. And that's going to be a double, a leadoff double for the Pride. And that's off the bat of the number 3 hitter, Jessica DeBoer. And here's a replay.
Designated player, Selena Mishko.
Just wide of the glove of Shelby Miller. And that was a hot hit. And that is the first hit of the game that Buckberger has given up, Jeff.
Yeah, she's had a walk in the second inning and a walk in the second inning, or third inning, but
Shot up the middle. Back-to-back swings. And talk about an ambush. This is a quick trigger, and this is Selena Mishko, their top hitter, who has the base hit.
Third baseman, number 23, Madison Schultz.
like you said, she had 2 pitches, 2 hits. They decided they don't want to fall behind in the count because of Buckberger throwing strikes predominantly on first pitches.
So that'll bring up the third baseman, Schultz. Runners at the corners and 3 straight swings. And clearly the message coming from Tristan Zink. Let's get aggressive. Let's swing away. So now you got to offset that with your pitching. Perhaps pitch away, Jeff.
Yeah, you don't want to fall too far behind, but maybe, you know, be a little more location-oriented on your first pitch.
Yeah. 1-1 count. That was location-oriented, no doubt. Sort of up and away. So the runner at first is Mishko. DeBoer at third. Nobody out. Thanks for watching on Warrior All Access.
It'll be interesting to see. She's faked a bunt the last 2 times. I don't know if it's a safety squeeze. Haven't paid attention to the runner coming down from third.
There's some gamesmanship going on. That one's line shot down the line. That's fair. That's trouble. That's in the corner. That's going to score DeBoer. And it'll be a double off the bat of Schultz. And Mishko to third. And it's 2-1. That leads cut in half.
Yeah, definitely getting swinging, pulling the ball this inning.
Shortstop,
There you see
Josie
it down the
Galt.
line. And
Good hustle by O'Donnell to keep Mishko from scoring from first on that one.
Yes, it was. So second and third, nobody out. Josie Galt, 0-0's the batter. And that off-speed pitch just missed.
Stayed up a little bit.
Josie Galt batting .266 on the year. It's a bunt and foul. Good hustle coming in strong and quick was Brianna Pilato.
Galt drew a 6-pitch walk her first time up in the second inning.
Patient hitter waits. That's outside. The freshman from Oakville, Ontario, Sasha Buckberger, trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead. The top of the fourth, 3 straight hits to start the inning. Trying to stop the bleeding here. Strike called, 2-2, a good battle back for Buckberger.
Definitely a nice time to get another strikeout.
You bet.
Second baseman's playing in, shortstop's a little in for possible play at the plate here. Be interesting to see if they send Mishko on contact.
Just missed upstairs, loaded up. This is the 14th start of the year for Buckberger and her 17th appearance. She's logged the most innings of any Warrior hurler, now 88 on the year. Sharply hit down the line. That's going to score a couple. 2 runs are in. The lead is now in the hands of the Pride. And the throw gets away and things start to unravel a bit. Galt with a hit. And it's now 3-2, Pride on top.
Yeah, she ripped that one. Miller had no chance. That was by her before she could move.
No doubt.
And then throwing air, trying to throw it into second by Rubel, just kind of complicated matters.
Yep. And now a meeting of the minds at the mound as the Warriors will get a discussion. Cole Tynes, Hannah McClowney.
McClooney, please.
I'm sorry?
McClooney.
McClooney, sorry.
Right fielder number 2, Darcy Barkowskis.
See if they can handle things here with runner on third and nobody out again after the throwing error.
Trouble spot. And this is where you got to bounce back. As a freshman facing adversity, a lot of success through 3 innings, but Buckberger's run into trouble here. 4 hits in the inning. And nobody out yet. And facing the number 7 hitter, Darcy Barkowskis. And Barkowskis looking for her first hit today.
Buckberger, after the first 2 batters swung on the first pitch, has fallen behind 2-1 and 3-2 and now 2-0. So not always a recipe for success.
No, got to get ahead. There's a strike there. That's a good sign. Galt on third, 3 runs in. It's been a productive 4th inning for Purdue Northwest. Ground ball back to the pitcher. That'll help. And that's the first out recorded as the tag is applied by the first baseman, Pilato. So 1 out, and that'll
Catcher number 15,
bring up the catcher,
Paler.
Brianna Paler.
Good play by Buckberger to look the runner Galt back at third, and then Pilato came in just in case she decided to try to make a play that she had a shorter throw than and tagged the runner.
Smart play. There's a ground ball to third. They'll check their runner and throw, and got her.
Wow.
Bang, bang play at first. It was a bobble, a delay, but it worked. And how about that? We'll get another look, but
Second baseman number 4,
Miller records
Maya
the out
Stuckey.
across to Piloto. Here's the look, Jeff.
Miller stuck with it, made a strong throw.
Yeah.
May have got her by a half step there.
That's right. Nothing more than a half step. 2 quick outs, and the infield is helping, and the defense is helping for the Warriors. So that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Maya Stuckey, who was on base last time.
Yeah, drew a 5-pitch walk, so definitely a patient hitter. Don't want to turn over the order with the leadoff hitter with 2 runners on, so this is a big place in the game for Buckberger.
Yep. Paler batting 160, and Schroyer batting 329, so that's not the person you want to fall behind 3-0 on. It is a righty-lefty matchup that's perhaps more favorable, but Schroyer also presents the left side stick as well. Get me over fastball right down the heart of Cass Avenue. Beautiful Midtown Detroit on a not so beautiful Mother Nature day. There's a ground ball to second, should end the inning, and it's bobbled and lost, and a run scores. It's 4-2 Pride. And we'll see how they score it.
Yeah, we're going to go with an E4, no RBI, and an unearned run.
There, you heard it. So that'll bring up
Center fielder Aubrey Schroyer.
Aubrey Schroyer, the leadoff hitter. Ground ball to short. Tough hop off the back of the shortstop, Leah Rubel.
I think we got to go ahead on that one. That was quite a...
That was a funky hop. Tough one there. And, yeah.
She's going over to backhand, and all of a sudden it takes a right turn and goes right into her back.
No doubt. There's another look there. And, yeah, sometimes you just can't explain.
First baseman number 8, Ashley
Hobbs.
Bravo.
Here comes Bravo. Wayne State trying to get out of here. Down just 2. They entered the inning up 2-0, but 4 unanswered. Ground ball right side. This time it's knocked down. And the throw home and out at home. So how about it? The play at second, knocked down, and a fine play to come home and stick with it by Maddie Huell, and the tag by Hodder. 4 runs in. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. 4-2 Pride over the Warriors.
Warriors. They're the heart of Detroit and the heart of the community. For 150 years, we've been here. Wayne State University helps power Detroit, and Detroit keeps driving us forward. Because if you want to be a part of the fabric of this city, don't just come on strong. Come on Warrior strong.
Welcome back to Bryce Field. Chad and Jeff with you. 4-2. It's Purdue Northwest on top of Wayne State. And we are getting set for the bottom of the 4th. And for Wayne State, it'll be 7, 8, 9 due up. This is Jesse O'Donnell, who yacked one out of here back in the 2nd to give Wayne State their 2 runs. Change up this time, and the count's even at 1. As Jeff told us, her first collegiate home run. Jesse O'Donnell.
She's been busy out in left field that last inning, or last couple innings, catching foul flies and tracking down doubles and everything else.
She's out of Christ the King Catholic Secondary School.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, no doubt. In Campbellville, Ontario.
See what she can do now. She's ahead to count 3-1.
Redshirted last year and ahead of the count here, 3-1. Down the line, stabbing play, throw to first, and that's just a Rob job.
Nice play by Schultz. You can tell the grad student there's made a lot of plays in the GLIAC over the last 5 years.
No doubt, fine play by Madison
Second
Schultz.
baseman, Maddie Huell.
You see it here, but if you're Wayne State, you got to feel really good about the swings you're seeing today from O'Donnell.
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, she redshirted last year and getting a chance to play in left field this year, and trying to keep it going offensively.
So here's Maddie Huell. Looks at one outside. The freshman grounds one to second. Hop handled and thrown to first. And there's 2 outs gone by. Stuckey records
First
the out.
baseman number 3, Brianna Pilato.
So good swings against the stingy Madison Roop for Wayne State in this inning, but nothing to show for it yet. And here comes Brianna Polato.
One of the few seniors that's actually healthy enough to play right now with all the injuries Wayne State has had this year.
Ground ball third and through the hole, and the legs of Madison Schultz hustled a second and not in time. It'll be a sliding double off the bat of Brianna Polato. So with 2 outs, a little 2-out magic from the senior.
Third baseman playing in on that one a little bit. Ball came on her pretty quick. Yeah, look at, she was what, 10, 15 feet in front of the bat?
Yeah, yep. I'll call it a
Third
hit,
baseman,
rightfully
Shelby
so.
Miller.
And that'll
That's kind of our judge is, you know, where they back by the bag or that far in when it's that hot of a shot, we usually go hit on those.
it's your world. I'm just living in it. I trust your system. You see more softball than most folks.
Other than Gary Bryce and Pat Kent. You know?
Yeah, right? Next to, and they've seen a lot of softball too. Hopefully they're seeing more softball today right here on Warrior All Access. So here we go. This is the leadoff hitter, Shelby Miller. And she looks at another one. No surprise here, a patient hitter who runs another count in her favor. Miller batting .295, 7 RBIs on the year, has drawn 16 walks to lead the team.
To only 11 strikeouts. That's what you want from your leadoff hitter.
It's a nice ratio. And that's a fine pitch in the outside corner. Runner on second is Polato. She got there with a 2-out double. The 4th hit of the day for the Warriors.
Wow, that's 8 balls that Miller has taken in 3 at-bats already today.
I like that. It's a healthy number. Miller, a versatile player. Little infield, little outfield. Out of Georgetown, Ontario. And also went to Christ the King Catholic. Do I smell a pipeline? They've been good to the Warriors. Outside, and that'll walk Miller. So 2 runners on. And the go-ahead run comes to the plate in the name of Becky Hodder.
Becky Hodder.
Good spot for your leading RBI person.
I'll say.
What do you say? She's leading the team in doubles. Time to get another one?
I'd say so. This is a kid that's already collected 41 hits on the year. And time for another. This would drive in a run, perhaps. The sun's starting to shine. Perhaps a precedence of a bright opportunity here in the 4th. And the strikeless streak continues now for the right-handed pitcher Madison Roop, the freshman who has 5 wins this year.
That's 5 of the last 6 out of the zone.
Smells like a take sign to me, perhaps. It is. It gets by, and now both runners in scoring position.
Can I ask Alex for a replay?
Yeah,
see if that
anytime you want. Alex is there on your demand.
center field, if possible, see if it hit the dirt before it got to the catcher.
Okay, now you're getting choosy. Now you're getting choosy. No, he can do that too. Here it is.
Yeah, that's pretty low. That's a tough one on the catcher, don't you guys think?
I do.
Go wild pitch.
Yeah,
I know.
I want no part of your scoring decision job. That's the toughest job in the booth next to Alex's.
You don't want me to nominate you that for the Tigers?
Please, if they pay me handsomely. Foul out of play, swinging on 2-0, and balls 7 of the last 8. A little ambush attempt there as well. And why not for Becky Hodder? This is the time where you got to strike.
Absolutely. You don't get many opportunities against somebody like Roop. I mean, got a hit and then a home run, but if to string together a bunch of hits, you don't have many opportunities, and we're already in the bottom of the 4th.
Yep. They play 7, yes.
They do play 7.
3-1. On deck is Leah Rubel, who has a hit today.
Hopefully your wife isn't like mine, and the worst thing she hears is either overtime or extra innings.
Yeah. No, that's a thing. In the dirt, and that is a walk. And so trouble brewing for the Pride. The Warriors will bring up
Shortstop,
the number 3 hitter,
6,
Rubel.
Leah Rubel.
So Hodder down to second. Excuse me, Hodder to first, Miller to second, and Pilato to third. The bases are full of Warriors. A base hit could drive in 2 and tie the game. An extra base hit could give the Warriors the lead. Oh, my.
Patient at the plate.
Yep.
8 of the last 10 pitches out of the zone. So ever since Pilato whipped the one down the third base line.
So the conversation is over. Roop is ready. And Roop to Rubel is now.
9 out of 11.
And you heard patience scream from the Wayne State dugout. There's really no need to
Nothing
swing.
wrong with taking a baseless loaded walk, is there? You still get an RBI, right?
Oh, yeah. That's the truth. That's the changeup, and that's a trick pitch there, unexpected and untimely.
Veteran pitcher like Group has confidence in whatever coach and the catcher calls for.
Fouled up and out of play.
Hopefully that wasn't near your camera upstairs.
No, I don't think so. CJ Easterling, our camera operator up there, very nimble on his feet. He can dance around anything.
Yeah, but he's got to protect the camera too.
Oh, that's number 1B. Yeah, himself and then the camera. Ground ball right side, a stab and a rob job, and a fine play by Ashley Bravo. Bravo, Ashley. A fine play to get the Warriors out here in the 4th. We go to the 5th, 4-2, Pride.
Warriors. They're the heart of Detroit and the heart of the community. For 150 years, we've been here. Wayne State University helps power Detroit, and Detroit keeps driving us forward. Because if you want to be a part of the fabric of this city, don't just come on strong. Come on Warrior strong.
DeBoer, Mishko, and Schultz, the heart of the Pride order for Purdue Northwest, due up.
The same group that started the 4-1 rally last inning. They sent 9 to the plate.
They're stirring up trouble, aren't they? Again. And they're looking to do it. But Wayne State is going to trot out Sarah Buckberger, who's been outstanding just that last 4th inning, where she gave up 3 straight hits to start the inning. And right now is a fly ball to left field. That's over the head of O'Donnell. That's extra bases. Rounding first, headed to second, and it's a leadoff double for DeBoer.
Second straight inning that she's had a leadoff double.
Not a good omen.
Designated player, Selena Mishko.
That'll bring up Mishko. Mishko, the leading hitter, 422 average on the year, 38 runs driven in, and 8 home runs. She grounds one here, checks the runner at second, throw to first. They won't have a play back at third, but Mishko is retired, and if you can retire Mishko on an infield ground out, Jeff Weiss, you feel good about yourself.
You take that anytime you can get it, especially with her trying to get one up in the jet stream today.
Yep, and twice on Sunday.
Third baseman, Madison Schultz.
So here's Schultz. Schultz had a hit last time up. Runner at third, 1 out. 4-2. Purdue University Northwest on top of Wayne State. Thanks for watching on All Access.
Good block by Hodder there.
She does it all. Becky Hodder, that backstop. Out of Orangeville, Ontario.
Can you tell Tynes and McClooney are both Canadian originally?
I can, and why not? There's some good roots there. We saw on the baseball team last week. The Canadian roots continue. But, yeah, heavily prevalent here. And look, why not, right? I mean,
well, there's only one Canadian college that gives out athletic scholarships. Everything else is need-based financial aid, and that's Simon Fraser in British Columbia.
okay. And that's a long ways from here.
I've got 1-2.
1-2 the count. This is 0-0. The number 6 hitter, Josie Galt.
No, she was picking up the bat for it.
Oh, my bad.
Schultz.
This is Schultz. Madison Schultz, the
I don't
number
know
5
why
hitter.
she had to help her out. The ball didn't even make it halfway to first base.
Right? Oh, that's a good teammate, I suppose. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes one in the dirt. Fine stop again by Hodder to save a run. Wind's starting to slow down a bit, but it's been a cross breeze / wind blowing in most of the day. And that one's fouled back. Is that a camera down there?
Yeah, Purdue coach is taping it for, I guess, scouting purposes of her own kids.
Yeah,
you know.
fair enough. That almost hit that camera square in the noggin.
I asked her if she wanted it up higher, and so she lets a parent handle that.
Interesting. Pitches inside. Full count, 1 out. Runner at third. 2-run lead for the visitors. The pride of Purdue University Northwest. There's so many Purdue universities. IUPUI. It's a hard one to keep track of. Fly ball, pop up, second base. That's an out.
Good pitch by Buckberger to come in, not letting her extend her arms to get it into the outfield.
You bet. Very well located
Shortstop,
pitch.
Josie
And we get a look
Galt.
at it here. An important out. It keeps the runner at third at bay. That's DeBoer, who led the inning off with a double. So a nice job to get to this point. Now, you said 2 outs has kind of been the struggle. This would be a big hurdle if they could get over it here, as the batter is Josie Galt now. Strike called, an important strike 1 there.
Absolutely. Get ahead of the hitters that now they have to hit your pitch. Just have to make it.
Yep. Another
Good
great stop. Sure was, Jeff. Wayne State playing out of the GLIAC. League that they've won 18 times in school history. 3 World Series appearances they're quite proud of, and they should be. Gary Bryce did it in 03, 2010, 2014.
03 was Salem, Oregon. 2010 was Salem, Virginia.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And 2014 was in, 2010 was in Missouri. 2014 was back in Salem, Virginia, yeah.
Okay. You were at all of them, I would
Yes.
assume? Yeah. And what's the furthest we've made it in those World Series?
Went 2 and out in each one of those, so.
Okay.
Although the one in 2014 we'll chat about later.
Okay. Well, it's an off-air discussion?
No, actually, we were up with 1 out in the top of the 7th, and they had a runner at first, and the ball hit her in the foot, and caromed it towards the right field line, and 3 umpires missed it.
3 blind mice.
That's what you said. I'm not arguing.
Full count. It's popped foul, and that's out of play. Nobody will get that, even Brad Ross.
And we ended up losing in extra innings to a great Valdosta State team.
Oh, man. They're always a thorn in the side of everybody out of the great state of Georgia, I think. Yeah. One of those schools that's always in the thick of things.
Absolutely. Multiple sports.
Championship. And you know what? A lot of schools say that about Wayne State. Michigan, they do. There's a walk. So runners at the corners now with 2 outs. And that will bring up
right fielder number 2,
the right
Darcy
fielder,
Barkowskis.
Darcy Barkowskis. Barkowskis, the number 2 hitter, also on the team. She's an efficient .356 hitter.
You were talking about other sports, so just this past weekend, men's and women's tennis wrapped up their GLIAC regular season, both finishing second, which is key when 6 teams make it. The top 2 get a bye, so they're already in the semifinals on Saturday.
That's awesome. That's a success story. That's popped up in the middle of the infield. That should end the inning. That is going to be caught.
Who caught it? First baseman Pilato.
By Pilato.
Looks like she caught the ball, and then she caught Miller.
Right. Well, that ends the inning. How about it? Good job by Wayne State. They had a runner at third with less than 2 outs. They had the leadoff runner on second, and they shut it down. And here's how. As you get a look at the final pop-up that was handled by the first baseman, Pilato. We're back on Warrior All Access.
Top of the 5th. No runs,
right after this.
1 hit, 2 runners.
At Wayne State University, Detroit is a part of the education, and that makes everything we do a little more colorful. Here you'll learn art from the old masters and the new. See how down-home cooking can become high cuisine. And cheer on teams that represent your school and the entire city. Because when you study in a city that builds dreams, you get a different kind of college experience. One that's Warrior strong.
So it'll be Bonk, Rosinski, and Josephson for Wayne State. And they trail 4-2. It's been a well-played game mostly throughout. Wayne State with their 2 runs on the 2-run home run by Jesse O'Donnell back in the second. All the scoring was done by both teams in 1 inning. 4 runs in the lucky 4th for the Pride. Ground ball right side, second base, up with it. Clean fielding and the throw by Stuckey for out number 1.
Center fielder Maddie Rusinski.
So here comes Rosinski. Rosinski trying to get on base and start something for Wayne State, who trails 4-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for Wayne State. 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Pride. Rosinski out of Richmond, Michigan. Sorry, Jeff.
No problem. I was just going to say, you know, you talk about, we were talking earlier about all the seniors and grad students. Yeah, Schultz, the third baseman, is a grad student. So, you know, here they have, you know, 5-year players on their team. Wayne State starting outfield is a freshman, sophomore. You've got a freshman at second base, a sophomore at shortstop, and then you've got a junior at third, and then 2 seniors and a freshman on the mound. So definitely a young squad for Nicole Tynes.
Future is bright. It's good to see. Got a lot of youth out there that'll be back. Always kind of a fabric of a program that's building. Pitches down and away. And Paler threw that thing away.
Good eye for Rosinski to lay off that 0-2 pitch.
Yeah, it was.
Another one outside.
Good job not to chase for Rosinski. Time winding down. Just 8 outs remain for the Warriors. Team that's looking to win their second straight game. Knocked down by the pitcher. Roop will throw to first, and it's 2 up, 2 down in the Wayne State fifth.
Right fielder number 4, Riley Josephson.
See if that Wayne State can do a little 2-out magic here.
Both pitchers have been efficient with a glove. We've seen Buckberger with some fine stabs. Really some nice defensive plays all around. Wind continues to blow.
Looked like Group was going to try to jam her high and inside on that one.
She says, get off my plate. This is the number 6 hitter, Riley Josephson. Off-speed pitch called a strike.
Josephson's 1 for 2 today with a single.
Went to Wall Lake Central High School, was a Viking. Of course, their rival, Wall Lake Northern, Wall Lake Western in the Lakes area. Same high school that Joe Goff, Wayne State Hall of Famer, started at before wising up and going to St. Mary's.
He went in the transfer portal for high school?
Yes, he did, back when you just didn't go in the transfer portal, back in the 90s. There's a shot up the gap, and that former Wall Lake Central Viking has a double. Jeff Weiss asked for some 2-out magic, and he got it. Josephson's second hit of the day, and there's a runner on second with 2 outs here in the 5th.
Left fielder Jesse O'Donnell.
Good aggressive running, too, to get in scoring position. And here comes Jesse O'Donnell. These two tagged up for a 2-run home run after a hit last time.
Josephson, who missed about a month with broken nose earlier this year, has only played in 16 games now and already has 7 doubles and 2 triples.
Second on the team in average.
Yeah, the 333 is going to go up after a 2-for-3 day.
Sure is. So that's a good sign as the Warriors come down the stretch. This is Jesse O'Donnell, who has a home run today. And a good eye here, and ahead 2-0.
It's hard to believe that the regular season ends in less than 2 weeks. GLIAC tournament coming up the first weekend in May.
What's the story with the GLIAC tournament?
6 of the 7 teams make it.
Okay.
And they're kind of doing a baseball format now. They expanded it to 1 more day, so there's 4 days.
Okay. Ground ball to third. It ends the inning. A scoop and a throw from Schultz across the dime into Bravo, and that's it. But a double for the Warriors. We go to the top of the 6th. 4-2, the pride of Purdue University Northwest on top. This is Warrior All Access.
For the Warriors.
Some let challenges define them. Warriors use challenges to redefine the world. You might not know their names, but you felt their impact. At Wayne State University, our research turns the desire to do the biggest things into a force for a better world. From a single cell to an entire planet. Anyone can wait for change, but to create it, you need to be Warrior strong.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
So here comes Paler to lead things off in the Pride 6th in a 7-run affair, or 7-inning affair. And still out there is the right-handed hurler in the circle, Sasha Buckberger, the freshman, looking for her 6th win on the year.
Looks like that wind's picked up again, Chad.
It is. Pat the Stat says it's coming in at, what, about 21 knots? Yeah, yeah. You got Pat on scoreboard duty today. He feels like he's in detention. Foul tip in the glove. It's probably where he belongs. Strikeout. The first batter, and Sasha Buckberger has another K.
Maya Stuckey.
Well-located pitch, and it looked like she was fooled, Jeff.
Definitely, and Hodder did a nice job hanging on to that, so she didn't have to make the extra throw down to first.
That's right. The 9-hitter Stuckey is up. Paler is out. A little bit of a slap at that one.
Don't see as many slap hitters as you used to in college softball. There'd be a lot of lefties that would start as far back in the box as they could.
What happened to the slap hitter?
I don't know if they don't teach it anymore coming up, or they're too worried about playing games and nobody works on fundamentals.
Isn't that the truth? Here's the 2-1. Popped up. Giving way for the shortstop. And Rubel makes the catch in foul territory. For out number 2, 2 quick outs.
Center fielder number 5, Aubrey Schroyer.
Good play by Rubel to call off. Miller probably had a better angle on the ball, too.
I like the leadership. So the top of the lineup here is Aubrey Schroyer. She grounds one foul. Schroyer, 329 hitter. 11 runs driven in.
All 3 times today she's been in the infield with a ground out, a fielder's choice, then the bad hop off the shortstop's back.
Tough player to contain. The Warriors have done a fine job of it. And they'll do it again. Ground ball to second. Up with it. Easy play over to first. And the side retired. Maddie Houle over to Pilato. A 1-2-3 inning for Wayne State. We go to the home half of the 6th. Pride by 2. This is Warrior All Access.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. and I qualified to go to indoor nationals. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Seven, 8, 9, and 1. Excuse me. 8, 9, and 1, not 7, 8, 9, and 1 in this inning.
No, that sounds good. Or 8, 9, 1, and 2.
Why not? Maddie
3, 4,
Hool
5.
will lead it off, followed by Pilato and Miller. Chad Bush and Jeff Weiss with you. The bench getting rowdy, trying to rally for a couple of runs. They've got 6 outs to work with. Do the Warriors? They led 2-0 in the second on the 2-run home run, the first of the career of Jesse O'Donnell, the freshman. But the Pride answered back with 4 runs in the top of the 4th, and that's where we sit here in the bottom of the 6th. Thanks for joining us on Warrior All Access. Line shot, center field base hit. That's a way to start the inning, and that is Maddie Hool, the freshman. Fine
First
piece of
baseman
hitting.
number 3, Brianna Pilato.
And here's another look at that single to center that just does it.
That's what you need to get the leadoff runner on and put some pressure on the defense.
Indeed, Brianna Pilato, the batter. Wayne State playing for 2 runs. Third baseman getting nosy. That's Madison Schultz. That's a line shot to right. That's down for a hit. Back-to-back singles by the bottom of the lineup. And if you're an 8-9 hitter in a desperate situation with innings and runs running out, that's what you do.
Third baseman number 8, Shelby Miller.
So back-to-back hits, Jeff, against Roop by your 8-9 hitters has to breed confidence for the top of that lineup.
You always talk about the top of the order setting the table for 3, 4, and 5. Here is 8 and 9 setting the table for 1, 2, and 3. It'll be an interesting coaching decision here for Coach Tynes. Do you try to bunt them over and let your 2 and 3, or do you try to keep the hits going? Maybe Roop's tiring a bit, or now that we're going through the lineup again, it's turned over. They've seen her enough now. They understand more of what she's throwing. Yeah,
it's a good question, and my answer would be keep hitting, because you've seen her a few times, and you get that confidence when the 8-9 hitters, not that they're not capable,
right?
But when 8-9 get a couple hits back to back, and you're the leadoff hitter, you're thinking, you know what? I don't know anything. The bunt down to third, throw to first, the sacrifice is on, and it works. And look, no argument with that decision. You could go either way.
Now one hit from each of your next 2, or a wild pitch could score a run.
That's right. Hey, listen, Nicole Tynes knows what she's doing.
Catcher Becky Hodder.
And it sets the table for Hodder, your top hitter, and there's certainly, that's a well-executed bunt. A lot of things can go wrong there, Jeff, but a sacrifice bunt was well executed.
Yeah, Purdue Northwest did something unusual in softball, is they actually had the first baseman stay back. Usually a second baseman comes over to cover.
Good point. Swinging first pitch, and that's fouled away on top of the nice building to our left. What's that building all about? What does it do?
Batting cages, pitching tunnels.
Okay.
So not only do the locker room lead in, or the dugout leads into a locker room, there's a training room, couple coaches' offices, a foyer, and then long way down the left field line is 2 hitting tunnels / pitching lanes.
Cool. There's a ball on the field and everybody's tripping out. I mean, you'd have thought they just flew a UFO in the middle of that field. It's a ball, and everything will be just fine. The ball has been retrieved. The ball is in the safe hands of the home plate umpire, Victor Sina, and we're ready for ball again. Everybody relax. The sun is out. Everything's fine. Runners in second and third. Base hit, and Wayne State could tie this thing. Outside, great eye to even the count off the left-handed stick of Becky Hodder.
Last time she worked a 5-pitch walk, and there was also a wild pitch while she was up. So we'll see if Roop can uncork one again.
Up and away, the Orangeville, Ontario native has something brewing here in Midtown Detroit.
I'm almost thinking, after those last 2 pitches, an unintentional, intentional walk.
that may not be a bad idea, Jeff. There is activity in that Purdue University Northwest team. Abby May is getting loose. 3-1 the count. And this may be the old intentional, unintentional, Jeff.
Sure looks like it, where the location of the last 3 pitches have been.
Hodder awaits. It is in her beltway, but it's popped up, and a collision. And
first baseman held on to it.
The catch is
Bravo.
made. My goodness, bravo for the catch. But the attention by Galt right now after the collision. She got hit to the deck.
Shortstop, number 6.
And
Leah
a little communication
Rubel.
goes a long way in the middle of a diamond. And that's a danger spot and danger zone right there, Jeff.
Kind of like what we saw with Wayne State with Pilato catching the ball, then catching Miller.
That's right. That's right.
I'm sure the
double
wind
catch.
has been a big factor in all this today.
That's true. Runners at second and third, so they did come back on a 3-1 count. And you have to tip your cap right now to Roop.
Made a fine pitch there.
She really did. So here comes Leah Rubel, who has had a hit today. And a base hit here could tie the game. Bottom of the 6th. Pride by 2. Wayne State in a high leverage situation here. Swing and a pop-up down the line. Foul territory and out of the reach of the shortstop, Galt, who was galloping to that fence.
She didn't show any ill effects of running into Bravo.
No, she looks limber as ever. And fleet of foot. She's quick. Rubel. She had a base hit back in the first inning.
I believe she ripped one right between third and short.
Yep.
I guess tell her to aim for the base umpire this time.
Pitch outside the zone again. 2-1. Leah Rubel out of Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Mattawan High School?
Yeah. A lot of great athletes from there. Swing and a miss. That's in Bronco territory. DeAndre knows where that's at. He's a Western Michigan grad.
And we let him in the press box here?
Not me, not this Chippewa. Or Warrior number 1, but I mean, you know, we're talking Mac. He's not my friend. But he's very good at graphics, so he'll stay. Swing and a miss. Side retired. Wayne State threatens but strands a couple, and the Pride get through the 6th. We go to the last half of this ball game. Here comes the 7th inning. 4-2 Pride over the Warriors. This is Wayne State softball.
For Wayne State.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
At Wayne State University, Detroit is a part of the education, and that makes everything we do a little more colorful. Here you'll learn art from the old masters and the new. See how down-home cooking can become high cuisine. And cheer on teams that represent your school and the entire city. Because when you study in a city that builds dreams, you get a different kind of college experience. One that's Warrior strong.
All right, welcome back to Bryce Field. He's Jeff Weiss. My name is Chad Bush. Proud to have you on Warrior All Access. There's a ground ball left side, and that will be a base hit. There was no chance at that one. In the hole, knocked down nicely by Rubel, but no play. Here's another look at it.
Left fielder, Jessica DeBoer.
So the base hit by Bravo. It's a leadoff single here in the 7th.
Rubel did a nice job to keep it in the infield. Unfortunately, no play.
That's the 8th hit of the game for Purdue University Northwest. Fly ball fouling out of play. That'll get amongst the customers. Young fan from Livonia will take it back to the umpire, hopefully. One quick strike, double play depth up the middle for Rubel and Houle.
Nice block by Hodder on that drop ball.
Boy, she's been good as advertised back there. Just a freshman.
Senior.
Oh, it's close.
But actually, she's maybe we'll make her redshirt junior. I think she's going to use her COVID year and come back next year.
Well, that'd be nice. Gets away, Hodder to second, and that might have been closer than we thought. Fine scoop.
Nice stop by Hodder to try to keep it in front of her on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and Rubel to keep it from going into the outfield. There's the throw. And, ooh, tell you what.
Had Rubel been a little closer to the bag, it might have been interesting.
I think that's right. Pop up center field, not deep. In comes the center fielder Rosinski to make the catch, and there's one out.
Designated player, Selena Mishko.
So here comes the top hitter in the lineup, Mishko. Selena Mishko, the DP today. With a runner in scoring position, this is a player maybe that you do pitch around, perhaps, Jeff.
Yeah, see what you get on the first pitch, and then if it doesn't go your way, kind of work around her.
She's gone deep 8 times this year. That's twice the amount anyone else on the roster has gone deep for the Pride.
And Arnold's not even in the lineup today.
Arnold's not even playing. She's feast or famine, it looks like. Outside corner just misses. So they really want nothing to do with this big right-handed stick, Selena Mishko. And big as in blast, as in 8 of them. No need to sniff around the plate with her.
You weren't kidding when you're talking about Arnold. 10 extra base hits under 19 hits.
She's got some pop.
6 doubles, 4 home runs.
Perhaps they're keeping her hidden for game 2. Purdue Northwest 3rd in the GLIAC. Wayne State right now 7th, trying to get up to that 6th spot and get into the conference tournament. They're battling Parkside for that.
Third baseman, number 23, Madison Schultz.
So this is an important series for Wayne State with time winding down in the season.
Yeah, only 10 league games left heading into today, and you got to make up 1 game on Parkside to get into the tournament. So not sure what the tiebreaker is, because Wayne State and Parkside have already played the 4-game series and each split at both venues.
Okay. So a couple games out of that spot, it's obtainable. And a chance here, but they'd love to hold down the Pride. That one lifted foul and out of play. This is Madison Schultz.
She's been quite a player for the Pride now in her 5th year, using her COVID year this year.
Out of Lafayette, Indiana. Top of the 7th. Final at bat, perhaps, of this game 1 of 2 games today. We'll have both games on Warrior All Access, 2 separate links. Ground ball to third, touch the bag, and that'll be the only play, but it's an important play. So they get the force at third, fine play by Shelby Miller. There's 2 outs, and still 2 runners on for the Pride.
Shortstop 00, Josie Galt.
So here's Josie Galt. As you saw those soft hands from Shelby Miller at third base.
Yeah, she thought about that 5-3 double play, but didn't want to. Maybe she didn't have a good grip on the ball and didn't want to throw it away.
Just wide of the third base line. My goodness. Great hustle. But in the old Bermuda Triangle, as Rubel was giving chase, along with Miller, it's a tough play.
Definitely, thank goodness for Wayne State that was foul, because that probably would have scored one.
For sure.
With the runner on second running with 2 outs.
Yep.
Although it is Mishko, I'm not sure if she's the most fleet of foot.
No, I don't think so. I think that does bode well for Wayne State.
Well, she hasn't even attempted a stolen base, so I think I'm okay with my statement.
I think it's safe. You're on it. Josie Galt, the batter. Upstairs.
Maybe tried to go after an 0-2 pitch up there.
Bravo on at second. Schultz on at first. That's strike 3 called.
Nice
Big
pitch on the corner.
You bet. Brockberger with a backwards K as we go to the bottom of the 7th in Midtown Detroit. The Warriors looking for a rally. Come on back,
For the
won't you?
Pride in the top of the 7th.
As long as there are problems that need solutions, lives that require help, Warriors will keep fighting and keep healing with research, education, and compassion. Wayne State University gives Warriors the tools they need to transform lives. Because when you can deliver wellness across the community and around the world, you're more than strong. You're Warrior strong.
Half innings go by quick.
Baugh, Krasinski, and Josephson due up in the Wayne State 7th inning. Chad and Jeff back with you. Welcome back to Bryce Field. It's a blustery, windy, miserable, let's be honest, mid-April day, but it's a beautiful softball game we've seen today. Glad you're with us on Warrior All Access, a bright, sunny booth, and we're having some fun. Thanks for joining us. Your thoughts in the 7th inning, Jeff?
Definitely kind of what they've tried to do the last few innings, get the leadoff runner on. Unfortunately, you're down 2, so you can't really bunt that person over. You can't afford to give up any outs right now.
Swing and a pop-up, shortstop and caught. Snatched by Galt on this wind-blown day where winds are
Center
blowing
fielder,
in.
Maddie Rusinski.
Things have been tough to get out of the infield, get out of the yard. That said, Wayne State's 2 runs are thanks to a 2-run home run off the bat of Jesse O'Donnell back in the 2nd inning.
After the coach pulled off the bunt sign.
That's right. An ambush job, perhaps, but there's a swing and a hit to left and caught. That one was smoked.
Jessica DeBoer made a nice play back there.
She sure did. And there's 2 outs. That was a good swing, though, by Maddie
Right
Rosinski.
fielder, number 4, Riley Josephson.
So Wayne State's down to their final out. It'll be a tough out. It'll be Riley Josephson, the batter. She has 2 hits today. She rode home on that second inning home run by O'Donnell. We'll have game 2 about, what, 20 minutes?
Usually 25 to 30.
Okay.
If they want to check back in 20, they can hang out for a few minutes with us.
We'll have link 2 of Warrior All Access in Wayne State versus Purdue Northwest. Thanks for hanging with us for game 1. This is Riley Josephson, West Bloomfield native. Strike called. Fine frame job by Paler to get the call. 2-1 the count. Ground ball to third, off the glove. They'll have to hustle, and they do get Josephson for the final out and to win the ball game. So Purdue Northwest beats Wayne State in game 1, 4-2. We'll come back with the final tally of this one in just a moment, and a couple of highlights to show you. We're coming back to Bryce Field for the quick recap right after this. 4-2, Purdue Northwest over Wayne State. Thanks for watching. Back after these.
I was the kid who would do surgery on my teddy bear and like have my sister be my patient, and I would wear the stethoscope and the lab coat. I was that kid. Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Dr. News, who is the head of the biology department, definitely has had a huge impact over the past 2 years I've been in the lab. He took a chance on me and actually gives me the power to actually do things. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades. I've had so many experiences with underprivileged people and just seeing that they want the basic things that people get out of life. And if I can help in any way, that just kind of warms my heart. That's why I want to be a doctor, to serve those who have been dealt a bad hand. It was my sophomore indoor season. It was the first year with our new head coach. And he comes in and he's like, we could be a national contending team if you guys work hard. And I heard him and I was like, well, I want to be a national champion. I want to be an All-American. And I bought in because he bought into our team. And I qualified to go to indoor nationals. It was just because I bought into myself, because someone bought into me. I decided I wanted it, so I went and grabbed it.
Welcome back to Bryce Field. Some of the highlights. This was a very well-pitched game out of the freshman Sasha Buckberger. She went 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 4 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Oh, the 4s were wild today. She threw 120 pitches in her effort. She does take the tough luck loss, 4-2. There you saw the home run. How about it? First of her career, first of many for O'Donnell. And look, Purdue Northwest had a big inning. It was 1 inning in which they scored, but it was a big one. And the big blow was the Galt double. She was big in their effort today. 2 RBIs and 2 walks. And the pitching and the win goes to Roop, who goes 7 innings, gives up 2 hits and 2 earned runs. And the final score today, 4-2. Purdue Northwest over Wayne State. Some of the batting leaders for Wayne State. Josephson with 2 hits. Pilato with 2 hits. 2 RBIs for O'Donnell, who had the 2-run home run, her first of her career. And Wayne State with a tough luck 4-2 loss here today. We'll have Game 2 on Warrior All Access coming up in about 25 minutes or so. And we look forward to having first pitch. We'll call it 5 o'clock, plus or minus 5 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. My name's Chad Bush for my partner, Jeff Weiss. 4-2, your final score today. Purdue Northwest over Wayne State. Back in a bit with Game 2 right after this.